Hello everyone, I'm Bhavika from Energy Dive. Today we are joined by Mr. Abhishek Ranjan, CEO BSES Rajdhani. Mr. Ranjan, thank you for joining us. Urban power distribution today is at the intersection of rising consumer demand, electricity mobility, and the need of tenacious future ready grids. To understand how dense cities like Delhi are navigating these challenges and opportunities, I'd like to explore a few key aspects of urban electricity distribution and planning. Jumping directly to the questions, what is the biggest challenge in delivering reliable power in dense urban areas like Delhi?
See, as you said, the dense power areas mean that you are not able to put up the distribution networks in those areas. So you don't have much space to lay your low tension cables, lines, poles, or even transformers augmentation. So especially the unauthorized or not so regularized unplanned colonies, where space issue is a very crucial issue. So that is one of the major challenges in providing a reliable power.
That clearly highlights the complexity of managing power in dense urban environments. Coming to the next question, how are you planning today for future urban load growth from EVs and rising consumption?
Sure. So future urban load growth, mostly in the segments as you enlightened, in city like Delhi, cooling load is the most important load, followed by the organic growth in the consumption patterns. The per capita of Delhi consumer is growing because of their affordability going on increasing and therefore more electrical gadgets coming in. But the majority load is the cooling load. Apart from this, every homeowner might have a two-wheeler which is equivalent to about 2 to 3 kilowatt load. Okay, and a four-wheeler may be even more, maybe 5, 6 or 7 kilowatt or even 22 kilowatt, something like this. So the way to do is grid planning encompassing the load growth patterns as to what are the patterns of consumer behavior in terms of buying the electrical loads, consumer behavior in terms of where the load growth is happening, new colonies are getting cut, and therefore horizontal and vertical growth is going to happen. So we are in constant touch with the agencies like Urban Development Department or Regional Transport Office, Transport Department, like for example Delhi Transport Corporation, where they have planned for e-bus charging. So the grid planning is being done in accordance with the information that we get from them, and therefore we plan that okay, so such loads are going to come. As far as future load is concerned, so flexibility is the key. So when I say flexibility is the key, we are introducing a lot of storage in our grid state. So both at 11 kV level or even at 400 volt level. And that is important to introduce flexibility so that when such loads come in future, your grid is smart and flexible enough to take them off. You can't plan and implement the grid when they have actually come. So we have planned for the next say till 2030, 5 years. When the EV load, we expect to grow up to maybe 500 megawatt in peak hours in our area. So, and that is going to grow in a gradual phase, right? So, it's about integrating the different kinds of load in the grid. It's a temporal, because the load is temporal. The EV is going to be charged at that point in time. That is already known. The surveys are done. How do you shift them using consumer behavior? That is what we are introducing, like behavioral energy efficiency programs. Influence the consumer behavior to align. And second is introduce certain flexible resources like demand flexibility, storage, smart appliances with certain incentive for the customer. So, and in this way, you are able to integrate such future loads.
Okay. That clearly gives a picture of how future load growth is being anticipated rather than reacted to. Talking about how battery energy storage systems help urban grid manage peak demand and improve reliability.
A wonderful question. So we had our first set of storage at 6 distribution transformers in December 2021, now 4 years on, and they were ranging from the sizes of 50 kilowatt hour to 350 kilowatt hour, depending upon the distribution transformer loads, sizes then. Then we went ahead and we, installed and commissioned South Asia's first commercial battery storage, 20 megawatt and 40 megawatt hour at Kilopuri, which is in South Delhi. It has been running since last 1st April 2025. And this is very helpful in managing the peak load in the summers, as well as winter peak early in the morning peak, which is geyser peak in the area, as well as helping us in optimizing the power purchase cost through energy arbitrage opportunities. That means you are charging the best when it is solar, mostly in the grid, which is cheaper, and discharging the battery in the evening hours when the load is growing and the sun is not shining. That is one cycle. And we are also striving and we are doing it for 2 cycles a day. So that means sweating the battery storage asset to the maximum so that to derive the maximum benefit. So this is going to help, and now excited with this, we are glad and thankful to the Honorable Commission of Delhi that they have approved further more projects in especially urban dense areas in West Delhi, which you were talking about in the first question. So batteries are a very phenomenal way of managing loads in the urban dense area at grid level, where the flexibility can help meet the power requirements through reliable supply.
Lastly, how has been your experience at Energy Niti?
So this is wonderful platform. I suppose the panel discussion we had actually with the leaders, thought leaders in the industry, proved to be a very eye-opener kind of thing, and this is a wonderful platform. I hope and trust that this is going to flourish better and better, and wish you all the best.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Ranjan, for those insights. It was a pleasure having you here.